Great. You're on my mat. All right, you're going to start on your back. We're going to take an inhale, and on your exhale, curl up and curl down. And curl up and curl down. And up and down. This is your chance to start waking up the body, to come inside and begin healing. 8. Good. Take 2 more. 9. I like it. Hi, Sarah. And then come on up. Check that both hips are level. When they're level, you've got your glutes and your hamstrings on. We're going to start with a stretch. Interlace your fingers, walk the shoulder blades underneath, and lift up a little higher if you want, as long as it feels like there's tone in your hamstrings and your glutes. 5, 4, good.
Turn up your volume.
2, keep going. Oh, you got out. Keep going, guys.
Yeah, turn up your volume if you can.
Keep going, guys, in the bridge. Sarah, did that do anything? Yeah? Okay, good. All right. And then let your hands come out and then slowly roll down. Hold on to your feet. Happy baby. It's going to be a hamstring stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now leave your feet in a little table. Let your fingertips come behind you. Add a rotation. Exhale. 2. Your right shoulder comes towards your left knee. Left shoulder towards your right knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this time take your hands to the inner ankles and or the feet and press the knees out wide. 5, 4. Now this is an inner thigh stretch. 3, pectineus. 2, and 1. Lift up both legs. Now you're going to hold on to the right thigh or calf, lower the left one. You're going to lift up your shoulder blades and then switch. Now you're continuing to switch. You're going to feel this hamstring, but don't do it aggressively. We're just warming it up. Now as you get warm, you can pull your toes back and add a little bit more. 10, pull the belly in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good. 2, 1. Now rest and pull both legs in. You can move your ankles in circles and move them in the circles the other way. Now while we have our hold, we're going to lift up our shoulder blades and hug. Reach out, double leg stretch and hug. Reach out and hug. Inhale, hug, open, hug. All right, 5, 4, 3, good. 2, the abs are waking up. 1, relax. Now leave your head down, lift your right leg up. You're going to inhale. We're going to draw a circle with that right leg. 1. Now you're keeping your shoulder blades down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, good. We're doing 10, 8, 9, 10 the other way. Go back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now keep that leg up and just point and flex the ankle. 4, you're going to feel your hamstring. 2, lower that right leg down. Now it's down as much as you can. Lift up the left leg. Frame your pelvis with your hands. 1, 2, 3. Your goal is to keep your ribs down. 4. If you have a hip flick, decrease that range of motion. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Bigger is going to be harder. 8. Relax the neck. 9. Now on the 10th one, leave that leg up and your hamstring is stretching. You can add a point and a flex. Point and a flex. Point, and it's like you're pointing through your whole foot. So wake up all the toes, wake up the fascia. Inhale. Exhale, both legs up. You're in a corkscrew, hands down. Inhale. Circle the legs as a unit. Now you're keeping your legs glued like a ribbons between them. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, your ribs are down. Your shoulders are down. And let's take 6. The bigger the circle, the harder it is to keep the ribs down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Now, this is a stretch. Open up the inner thighs. We did a short inner thigh stretch earlier with the knees bent. Now the legs are open. If this is too hard, just go back to the holding on to the ankles. Otherwise, enjoy this stretch that stretches the muscles that cross the inner thighs. 10. Toes pull back if you want a little bit more intensity. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now our head's been down for a moment, so we have a little bit of neck muscle reserve. We're going to bicycle. Place your hands on your ribs and you can pull them down with your abs. This is just a check to make sure they're down. Watch how if I take my legs further away, it's more abs. Now, if you'd like to add on, pull yourself up into a teaser and then bicycle down. No, bicycle up and bicycle down. Now you can use your arms like a choo-choo train, or would you like to make it harder? Glue your forearms to your torso. Or would you like to make it harder? Hands behind your head. And you're going to try to keep that circle continuous. You see how your leg tries to throw you forward. Try 4. Try 3. Take 2 more. 2. 1 more. Up. And bicycle down. Now full body stretch. Take your arms overhead if you'd like. Shift through your arms. Shift through your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, head down, feet on the mat, curl your spine up 3 times and down. 2, and 1 more. Stay up, and if you'd like to add on, take the right leg in the air. We're going to draw circles. So draw a basketball or a big football on the sky. Try to leave your pelvis stable while you do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reverse it. Okay, we're doing 10, same leg. Keep the booty up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lower that leg. Now take your other leg up. You're going to keep the booty up. Draw circles at least the size of a basketball if you can. Breathing. And then 10 the other way. Maybe the size of one of those blue footballs. Now that foot comes down. Inhale. If you'd like to add on, lift up both heels. All right, hold the heels up. See how the heels are up? Now, if you can, drop your booty down and up with your calf raised, with your heels up. 2, 3. If that's too much, just lower the heels. 4, like if you're going to get a calf cramp, for example. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, stay here. Tiny little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your heels. Lower your spine. And then happy baby. Hands to the feet. Open up the toes if you can, like the big toe or the pinky toe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hug the right leg in, but take the left leg out about 45 degrees. If you need a modification, lift it higher. Lift up your shoulder blades. Inhale. Now switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, stretch 4, 3, 2, and recover. Take the legs in. You can even rock them right and left. Now we're going to make a diamond. Put your feet together and your knees are open like there's a fit ball in between your legs. You're going to reach your arms up. Now exhale and reach your right arm through the diamond and reach your left arm on the outside. Inhale. Now other side, left arm through the diamond, right arm on the outside. Now you can actually clap the hands as you reach around your leg. Exhale, just to sort of make sure you're getting up high enough. Your shoulder blades are off the mat. You can clap. Squeeze your legs together. We're going to take 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Let your feet down. Curl your lower back up. Lift up your right leg and pull your toes back. Now you're going to step on the ceiling with an inch lower and lift 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now point the toes. Now same thing, same leg. Point. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower the foot. Lift up the other leg. Pull the toes back. Both hips are level. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next off. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Point the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the foot. Lower the spine. Right ankle to left thigh. Reach your hands through. Add a hip stretch. You can move, you can roll, make it your own. 30. Inhale. And on the exhale, ankle to thigh. Terrific job. Reach your hands through. Hold on to that leg. Now make it your own. If you want to rock, if you want to pull in, maybe spread your toes or roll the ankles. 4, 5, 6. $18, $20. Inhale. Now on the exhale, both legs are going to go up to vertical. Glue them together. Fingertips behind your head. Lift your shoulder blades. Now lower the legs. Double leg lower is a hard abdominal exercise. You're going to point and flex. You're going to point and flex. You're squeezing those thighs towards each other. Inhale and exhale, belly in. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little breather. Now I want to offer a double crunch. So to do this, I'm going to layer it. Let your feet down like a normal old-fashioned crunch where you lift your shoulder blades. That's the base move. If you want to add on, lift up your legs, double crunch the hips, up, up. Good, Polly. You can just do one end if you want. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good, Karen. 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are a little harder. Take a breather, hug them in, hug your legs in. And we're going to take 5 climb a trees. Either do a normal abdominal crunch, or if you'd like to try climb a tree, left foot down, right leg out. Now inhale, arms overhead. Remember, if you want to modify, just come up like this. But if you want to go all the way up, stretch that leg, stretch back. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Very good. One more. 5. We're going to switch that. Put your foot down. Lift the left leg up. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if you want to do both feet are on a table. Exhale up. 5, 4. Good. Rick, 3. Good, Shereen. 2. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. 5, 4. Good, Gene. 3, 2, 1. Hug. Very good. Woo. All right. Double hamstring stretch. Take both legs up. You can either hold on to your hamstrings or your calves. Some of you might be able to reach your toes. Or if you have a band, you could use your band handy. And just stretch out those legs here. Shoulders soft. 10. Act like your sacrum is melting to the floor and your toes are pulling back to your shins. 8. Very good. 5. That's it. Should feel good. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. I'm going to offer a fun way to get up. If you'd like to just turn over onto your belly, you can. But I'm going to offer that you add that bicycle back into your life at this moment. And when you get up towards your booty, you cross your ankles, you step or jump back. All right, I'm turning so I can see your pretty faces. But we're going to go into planks. Some of my favorite exercises. Elbow down, plank. For now, let's just establish stability. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Your belly pulls up. Your knees are long. If you need to modify, go to the knees. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now recover for a moment. I'm going to take a moment to double this mat here. Your elbow is on it. Lift up. Okay, side plank. If you want to modify, go to your hip or your knee. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Head back like it's against the wall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. I'm going to switch so I can see you. Elbow on the mat. Lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower the hip. Come back to a front plank. We are going to add a little movement to this next plank. Your elbows are down. You're going to lift up. Plank. Now you can go forward and back. Forward and back. Exhale. Belly up towards your spine. Drop back through your heels. Nice. It's just a small motion. You can think of the Willy Wonka show, Augustus Gloop, when he's going through that tube. You're just going through a tube, not letting your knees sag, not letting your shoulder blades drop. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Now, lower to me. Side plank. You can double up your mat if you'd like. We're going to take the hand on the thigh. Let's paint some rainbows again. Take an inhale and exhale. Go up and over and lower. I'm going to double that mat. Up and over. And good. Inhale. 3. This is lateral flexion. It's so good for the spine. 4. Every day you'd like to move the spine. 5 in 5 different ways. This is one of them, lateral flexion. 6. 7. I'll tell you the others in a moment. 8 after we're done struggling. 9. Lateral flexion. 10. Now we're going to go to the other side. Let's do those. You can double up your mat. Lift up, up and over. 1. Lateral flexion. Now you're really strong with your bottom arm. You're never letting your shoulder collapse towards your neck. 5. You're lifting up your hip, which is hip abductors. 6, which most people tend to have weak abductors, even athletes. 7. This is a great area to get strong. 8. Good. Inhale. 9. Exhale as you go over. 10. Beautiful. Now let's change sides. Another way that you want to move your spine every day, because there's a theory you're as young as your spine, is rotation. So we're going to do that next. The harder area is to have feet stacked. If you want to easier, stagger your feet. Lift up. Now your elbow is underneath your shoulder. We're rotating the upper spine, but try to keep the hips square to me. Inhale. So just the upper back, a little bit of the lower back, but those are really big vertebrae. They don't rotate that much. It's upper back rotation. 3, keep your hips square to me. Exhale. 4, rotation. Exhale. 5, this is also really important to prevent that forward upper back that you see a lot of people get as they get older without intervention. We're not going to. We're going to have great posture. Exhale. 8, 9, because we're working the muscles they were intended to be worked. 9, and we're counteracting the daily stresses of forward living. Exhale. 10, open up. Now let's go to the other side and do rotation. We've got our elbow underneath our shoulder. We've got our feet stacked if we want it harder. We've got them staggered if we need a little breather. Inhale, rotate the upper back. Keep the hips pretty square to me. Open up. Stay strong on your bottom arm. That's probably the most important cue. Don't let it sag. Stay strong. Lift up like there's hot coals underneath your ribs on the floor and you don't want to touch. And exhale. 6. Inhale. And exhale. 7. Inhale. Exhale. 8. Stay with it if you can. If you need to modify, drop a hip or a knee. 9 with care. And exhale. 10. Gorgeous. Let's hit the other side. And put that elbow down. I'm doubling up my mat each time. Axial extension, but I'm going to add a little trick. We'll do that tree option. Foot on the calf or the inner thigh, not the knee. You never want to put lateral pressure on the knee. It's the hinge joint. It wasn't meant to have that lateral pressure. Lift up. Now you're just tall and long. From the crown, your ear is in line with your shoulder. Your head's not forward or back. It's in line. Your ribs are over the pelvis. This is called axial extension. This is one of the ways your spine wants to be every day in appropriate alignment. 5 more. Lift up that hip. Even mine was starting to sag. 4. Good. I like how you're not letting your head droop to the floor. That's not axial. We're going to try to keep that strong. 2. Now lower with control. Good, Jean. Anytime you need to come out, come out. It's better to do a fewer seconds there than to hold a really bad form. So that was good. Elbow. Foot. I'm going to do here, but you can do calf. Lift up. Tree pose. Axial extension. Ear in line with the shoulder, in line with the mid-rib, in line with the hip. Hold. It's like your body's up against a wall. Make sure the head isn't dropping. Looking good, guys. 5 more. Feel the waist muscles working. 4 more. That looks really good, Michelle. 3, 2. Good, Karen. And lower. Very good. Back to a forearm plank. It almost feels like Monday again, where planks are our focus, right? Go back to elbows. Go back to your plank. Pause here. If you would like to add on, watch how I barely lift up my right leg where my glute meets my hamstring, and then I lower it. I'm not lifting my booty up. That's what my body's going to try to do to get out of work. Lift up your right leg, your left leg, excuse me. Now your right leg. Now your left leg. If that's too hard, just take both feet down. All right, take 6 more. 5, good. 4, good, Shireen. 3, good. 2, nice, Pam. 1, now rest your pelvis. This is gonna feel amazing. Put a piece of ice underneath your belly. Now we're gonna either be on the elbows, which is called Sphinx, like in Egypt, or you can press your hands onto the mat and go up higher. Shoulder blades down the back. Hold here and breathe into the upper back. You're setting a new fascial pattern of an open back. This is one of the other of the 5 ways that the back wants to be every day extension. And really, I feel like we should focus on this more than the others because most of our activities are forward. So we have to do a little bit more extensions to make up for the fact that our hobbies and our work and our driving's all forward because our eyes are forward. 5, 4, and you have activity in your legs here, but you're not cracking walnuts with your glutes. You have activity and energy for your toes, but they're not death gripping, getting a cramp. Inhale. Now on the exhale, lower down. We're going to add on to that. Lift up both thighs. That's hamstring and glute. Lower your thighs. Lift up your back without your hands. Hover. Now lift your hands. Now exhale, lower with your hands. You can see I'm the bottom of a rocking chair, lifting up the thighs now. Lower the thighs, lift up your back without your hands, then let your hands assist you higher. Lower, lift up your thighs. Lower your thighs, lift up your back. Lower, lift up your legs. Just keep doing this now your own pace. There's your upper back lifting without your hands, and your hands assist it. The arms don't take over, the back's still working. And you're activating every part of your back in extension. Lift up your thighs. Every part of your back is getting stronger in extension. You have muscles that run up the side of your spine, and we're making sure they stay open and active. Lift up your legs, and then hold yourself in an extension again. Shoulder blades down the back. Barely look over your right shoulder, and then keep going for rotational stretch in the cervical spine. Inhale forward, exhale, look over the left shoulder with care. Rotational stretch. This is really functional for changing lanes. Inhale forward, barely drop your chin. Those neck muscles actually run all the way down to the mid-scapula, mid-upper back area. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. We're going to take a reprieve child pose. Press your hips back. If your knees don't like to flex that much, just leave your booty in the air for a puppy dog pose or booty down child pose. You can pretend I'm pressing on your back, letting the low back tension go. You can wiggle right and left if you'd like. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, spread out your hands like pieces of pie between them and take a downward facing dog. Just like when your dog wakes up for the nap. Bend one knee, bend one knee, bend one knee. Good. While you're doing this, I'll go through the cues. Your sit bones are lifting. Your shoulder blades are wide on the back. Your neck is soft. You can even shake it out to make sure it's soft. There tends to be a tension stress pattern there. We tend to hold stress in our upper trapezius, so let that go. Lift up both heels at the same time and then lower them. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Now place both heels towards the floor and just hold. Let your eyes soften. 5. You want to feel the hamstrings in the calf. 4. Act like I'm pulling your hips back. 3. Your hands get lighter. 2. Inhale. And on the exhale, let the knees down. Now we're going to take a set of push-ups. You can do these so many different ways. You can do them standing up against a wall or a counter, or this is a pretty easy way. You bend the knees, and look how I'm in 90 degrees and I'm bending my elbows. So that's a really safe way to do these. I'm going to offer on some more. The main safety cue is that your shoulders are down the back. You're never letting the shoulders poke forward. Second way, knees back. Look how I'm in a long line. As women, we tend to probably like to cross our ankles. Our hips are a little wider than our knees. So you can do that. Rick, if you feel like you want to keep your feet normal, neutral, that's fine too. Now, I'm not dropping my head. Now, if you want to add on toes, let's go. All those other ones were a warm up. Now we're doing 10, 9, 8, 7. Leave your belly lifted. Lift your belly, Shireen. Pull your belly up. Only your elbows bend. Yes. 4 more. Good, Jean. That's it. That'll feel stronger, Shireen. Good. 3. Good, Karen. Pull the head back a little bit more, though. 2. Just a little bit more. And 1. Recover for a moment. I'm going to show you one. If you can look at me while we're doing it, so you can visualize yourself doing this form. I'm almost like a pencil. Oh, I'm sorry, except for my elbows. Make sure this doesn't happen and make sure this doesn't happen. I'm a pencil. I'm a staff. All right, let's try it again. It's going to be great. Inhale, exhale. You can do the modified. There's no shame. The good news is we're doing it. 10, 9. You can do these on a wall. 8. You can do them on a counter. 7. You can take a break during your day and do some. 5, 4. Triceps. 3. You can just hold a plank. 2. Main thing is you're doing something. 1. Child pose. Let's enjoy a big fat bend elbow. Palms to your upper back. Hands down. Now this is going to just be a feel good. Take the biggest circle you can with your booty, like you have a paintbrush on your booty, and you're drawing a circle behind you. This is just a really good low back stretch. Now we're going to go the other way. Big circle. 2 and 1. Now we're doing flexion extension. This is just back care. The back loves flexion extension, lateral flexion, which is a sideways stretch, rotation. So what we're going to do now is, if you want to make it harder, curl your toes, lift your knees, and add the beast. This is a little more arm. You do what you need to do today. 4, 3. Try to keep your knees close to the floor. 2. Your body's going to try to send the hips up to make it easier. And exhale. Terrific job. Downward dog. Press the booty back. Neck soft. Shake it out. Left foot on the right heel. Press that high heel towards the floor. One-legged dog stretching out. You're giving that calf a chance to have its own stretch. 5. Keep pushing like I'm pulling your hips back. 4. Like I'm behind you and I've got my hands on your hips and I'm pulling you back. Now the left foot down. Put the right foot on the heel. Feel if that one's different than the other. Neck soft. Mind soft. Both feet down. Inhale. On the exhale, slide by pushing your toes up to the vertical into a plank. See if you can hold for 5. If you're having trouble with this, go to your forearms. Otherwise, take a flamingo, right knee under. 5, 4. Hang in there. You're doing great. 3. Yep, there you go, Shireen. 2. Now that foot back, left knee under. I'm not touching the floor with the knee if I can help it. 5, 4. Or just hold your normal plank, Polly. 3, 2. Really good. Let your feet go back. Lower yourself down with care. Woo! We did it. Hands underneath your head. Lift up your right leg. Like a grasshopper, lift up your left leg. Very good. Inhale. This is hamstring and glute. One goal is to pivot off the ASIS, the anterior superior iliac spine, that hip bone. Baby, I love you, but you're right in the way. Come here, hon. Good. Right and left. Come here. Right and left. Now, your other goal is to think about lengthening your leg before you actually lift it. Lengthen it behind you. Your pelvis is stable. Now we're going to add on swimming. Your right and left arm are going to add on right arm, left leg, lift. Left arm, right leg, lift. Right arm, left leg, lift. Left arm, right leg, lift. Right arm, left leg, lift. Beautiful. Left arm, right leg, lift. Now, if you want it harder, all the limbs come off the floor and you continue to swim like your belly's on a raft. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, good Rick, 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. Now, you can recover by bending your knees and moving your knees back and forth. That's great. Now, when you're ready, leave the right knee bent. Can you reach your hand to that foot? Good. Can you reach the other hand to that foot? Please don't force yourself. You could lift up like this, one-legged, bow. If that's just not working out, do a Sphinx, okay? We're never about forcing it. Otherwise, enjoy. Good, good, Polly. 5, 4, good. 1 foot, 3, 2. Lower down. Now, if you're doing the Sphinx, do that again. If you're bending your left knee, hold on with 1, maybe 2. Ribs pull down, pubic bone pulls up, lift up. So you're not just hanging out in your low back. It's a hyperextensive area, L5S1. We've got our belly pulling in, so we're not just sagging in our back. Feel how you naturally go up and down with your inhale. Your neck's gonna try to crick really up high. Just put the gaze down so you have no wrinkles in your neck. 4. You're almost seeing how little effort can I put into this. 3, with an hip extension, shoulders opening. 2, relax. Now either do your Sphinx again as your modification or hold on, hand to foot, hand to foot. Belly pulls in. If you're adding on, you're gonna feel your thighs come off the mat. You're gonna feel your upper back lift like swan. That's it. And there you go. Paul, you can also use a Dynaband sometimes or a Pilates ring to reach those feet. 5, 4, 3, 2. That feels so good. Okay, child pose, this time with your knees wide. Now, knees wide is going to be a great opportunity for diaphragmatic breathing. You guys know I'm a big fan of tapping into parasympathetic system. So diaphragmatic breath will do that. Breathe into your belly, lower abdominal area. Exhale, let go of all the tension like a dog on the living room floor at the end of the day. Just sort of sigh it out. Your body needs to relieve physiological tension that's accumulated during the day. Inhale, exhale, get rid of it. One more time. Exhale, letting it go. Back to the belly. All these extensions are so good for the back. And you're gonna take your fingertips near your temples. Lift up your right leg and your back at the same time. Lift up your left leg and your back. Now, if you need to get rid of one of those, you can get rid of the leg or you can get rid of the upper back. Otherwise, you're lifting up a leg and the back. You're lifting up the other leg and the back. If you want to add on extension with rotation, when you lift up your left leg and you lift up your back, rotate your right shoulder a little higher towards your left leg. When you lift up your right leg, rotate your upper back so your left shoulder gets a little higher. Belly in. Left shoulder, right leg. Right shoulder, left leg. I'm rotating at the thoracic spine, the upper back. Check your neck. It's soft. You might even have to look down more. 4, 3. This is going to be make it easier for us to stay upright during the day too, and to build bone density. 1, child pose. This time curl your toes under. When you curl your toes under, you stretch out the fascia. I'll turn my booty to you so you can see. Heels straight up and down, especially when the seasons are changing and your shoes are changing. 5, 4, or you've been on your feet all day, or you've been walking longer distances. 3, 2, and 1. Really good. We're going to take our booty down. This is going to be the reverse table. Oh, by the way, if you need a sip, grab it. A sip so that you're making sure you're hydrated. Where's the time go, guys? It's already 9:12. Fingertips towards your booty. Now this is short table. See how it's got an intention of opening the shoulders and building strength on the back body? Now, if you want to make it harder, take your feet out. Let me just show you with the roller how nice this feels. I'm not even prone to hyperextension, but it still feels nice for me to put that there. I feel like I can control my knees a little bit better and they don't even think about going into hyperextension. Now, if you'd like to add on, lift up the right leg, lift up the left leg, lift up the right leg, and lift up the left leg. This is all optional. Inhale. You could just stay put. 3. Lift up. Good, Shireen. 2. 1. That was so good. Lower your booty. Now we're going to take a gentle forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Reach for something. Don't force it. Just enjoy the whole back body stretching. That a girl. Good, Karen. You can soften the knees as well. 5. Yep. I like that. That looks good. That looked good on your back. 4. 3, 2, let's do that again. Now the fingertips are behind you. Ideally they're facing your booty, but if that just doesn't serve your arms, you can put them away. Lift up. Good. If you're adding on, right, left leg. Chin tuck a little bit, Polly, so you're actually looking at your toes. Yes. There is a tendency in some of the old yoga books for the yoga people to be throwing their heads back. We're not going to do that. That's it. Good, Karen. One more on each. Good, Jean. Good, girl. Lift up your hips. Lower down. All right. The old bound angle. Here we go. Feet soles together. You can open up your big toe if that's one of your feet areas that's tending to deviate away from neutral. Some people have a pinky toe that tends to deviate. That's fine. Open that up. Exhale. Now let your elbows assist you if they're handy. And then let your neck soften. I'm looking at you, but you're probably going to be looking at your toes. You look great, Betty. I think that's opened up. Good. And Jean, you look good. If you want to put your feet a little further away from you, it'll let your knees go down a little bit. Yeah, like if you feel kind of jammed. Good, Rick. Good. With all these little hip openers, it's okay to change your angles sometimes, especially since we're meeting multiple times during the week. Maybe some days you'll put your feet 4 inches from your perineum, maybe some days 6 inches. It's okay. There's so many inner thigh and hip muscles, you're gonna win. Changing it up is great. 5, feel the hips just dropping like butter. 4. We're gonna have a special bonus right now called PNF. And with PNF, you contract release. So get ready. You're gonna actually push your elbows on your thighs and push back. Nothing's moving. It's an isometric contraction. If I were to let go, my legs would pop in. This is proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. All that means is I'm contracting. I'm pulling my brain into letting my muscles stretch. Push, push, breathe, breathe, breathe. Now let go and actually try to stretch. See if it went a little lower. Woo, mine did. Good, Shireen. Good. You see how that overrode some of the Golgi tendon reflexes. Notice where you are. We're going to do that one more time. Get ready. Press into your arms. Let your arms press back. Just contract and breathe. You're not getting, you don't want to Valsalva. You don't want to raise your blood pressure. You just want to contract. Both your inner thighs are contracting. Your arms are pushing back so nothing moves. Exhale. Now actually let the stretch happen. Use whatever you need. So I'm a lot lower. I have to use my hands now. My elbows won't reach. So yeah, just find out what you need. It's not a contest though. You're not more enlightened if you're more flexible. It's just something to, if muscles are tight and won't let go the traditional ways, you have some tools in your toolbox. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and on the exhale, coming back up. All right, I'm going to offer some seated twist, and I understand if it's hard to sit, you can put a pillow under your booty, or you can lie down and do a knee down twist, okay? This is one way. Left leg out, right foot over. So Karen, if it doesn't feel good to sit on a block, you can also do the same thing we do most of the times. And the left arm is going to go on the outside of this elbow. The right arm is going to follow the horizon behind your booty. Lift up and rotate. Now that was mostly how a lot of us are going to be, but if you want a little bit more, check this out. You bend that bottom heel towards your booty. That, Pam, that's the one you like. Yeah. There you go. Now, Karen, you're just going to take your knee over, knee down twist. You got it. Good, Rick. You guys keep going. About 5% of you might be able to do this. I'm just offering it because it's so super fun. You can wrap your arm through that window. Please don't force yourself. I have really long arms, so it's just easier for me. So you're going to rotate. If that's not working out, go back to the stop sign hand. Main thing is your upper back rotates. Your hips get an opening. You're shutting your eyes so you can tap into parasympathetic. I'm going to look at you. You're probably looking over your right shoulder. Good. You're doing great. Rick, see if you can lift up to your lower thoracic spine. Yep, that's it. That hand actually helps, doesn't it? Inhale. Betty, great. You see how you're micro rotating with the exhales? It's like you're wringing out all the impurities. Now on the exhale, come back. Whew, looks good. You sort of feel like you're twisted this way, right? Let's do the other. So it could be that you take your left foot over. Most of you actually did bend your bottom leg, so you can do that right away if you want. Yes, you got it. Your right elbow is on the outside. Your left arm can follow the horizon like you're at the ocean, and you're just following the horizon. Let your fingertips end up behind your booty. And exhale. Almost like you're a flower growing towards the sun. You're going to lift up with your inhales. You're creating space between the vertebra because when you inhale, the ribs, the distance between the ribs expands, and the ribs are attached to the vertebra. So the vertebra actually do create more space. So you really do give intervertebral disc some nourishment here. Inhale, lengthen. Your exhale micro rotates you. I'm going to look at you. You're looking over your left shoulder. Good. Lift up even more, Shireen, I think, in the upper back. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, don't be afraid to use that back hand a little bit to keep you up. You got it. Some of you are wrapping. That's fine too. Take an inhale. Now on the exhale, come back to the forward position, and I'm just changing it up. Those of you that like to lie down and do the figure 4 stretch for your hip, please do that. If you'd like to do something different, hold your leg like it's a child and rock it, or a puppy. If this just isn't happening and you don't want anything to do with this, you're going to lie down. You're going to let your mind be free and just do this hip opener. I just want to make sure we're offering different ways. Good. Can you feel that? If you move your foot around like, hey, I'm on the telephone, you can feel different hip openers. You may find one that's really good for you up here, or maybe right here. Just answer the phone. Basically, it's giving you some individualization. Good. Please stay there. This is part of a series that you can do. If you don't want anything to do with this, don't worry. But if you want to have a little quirky fun, your right arm goes underneath and you hook your leg on top of your, yep, hook your left ankle on top. It's okay if you don't want anything to do with this, but it's super fun. You lift up your booty. You can actually turn sideways. It's just fun. Yeah. Grab that little baby, hug it. And then let's take that down. The other side, you're either doing your lie down ankle thigh stretch, or you pick up this one. And how does it feel compared to the other? You can do that little phone. So like this one's a little tighter on me. It's not going as easily. So we're all a little different. You can hold a tight side longer, find a place. That one feels good. Lift up your torso. It is okay to be lying down on the ground and doing the figure 4 if you prefer. Good, Karen. Yeah. And some people like this leg out. So, you know, explore what works better for you. Does that work better? Yeah. Good. If you were wanting to do that experiment, even just one stage, you take your left arm, you put it underneath your calf. Your upper arm is like a shelf. Your right hand's down. You could hook your right elbow. Oh, sorry, what's this called? Sometimes I forget the normal words. This ankle is on top of the left. You could lift up your booty with all you got. That's abs. That's arms and abs. See? Now you could hook. Please don't judge yourself if you can't do it. Basically, just get exposed to it. Yeah, perfect. Very good. All right, I love it. Okay, we're going to go down. Let your inhale prepare you. Let your exhale roll you down. Now, act like a big ice cream scoop is going down your belly. If you need another sip, please take it. Your abs, we're sectioning the abs off, just like we did the upper back. Each part of our abs is getting attention. Use your pelvic floor too. Act like you have to use the restroom, but you cannot find one. Now, once you're down, we are going to take a quad stretch. Take your right foot in your hand and pull the ribs down, pull the pubic bone up. Those of you that want a more intense stretch, lie on your roller and pull it has to be one of the 3 feet ones. Good, Pam. That a girl. Good, Betty. I'm going to turn so you can see what my leg's doing, because there is another one, but I'm telling you, this one's a little harder for most people, so don't give yourself any unnecessary judgment or shame if this doesn't work out. But the posture looks like this. You can even add on. The intention is what we're after. A friend of mine used to say there's 1,000 roads to Mecca. There's so many ways to get the intention. So we don't need to judge ourselves. We just need to meet ourselves where we are, do the posture that's appropriate for us, where we can breathe and we're not stressed out, where it feels good. There's a little challenge, edge of mild discomfort in that muscle, but it feels good inherently. Drop the breath, drop the ribs. The breath is at the lower abdomen. And like we did yesterday with those shin stretches, I'm actually getting a tibialis anterior stretch here. On the roller, you're getting it too. You're getting it with your hand behind you too as you pull your foot towards your booty. All right, let's take the other side. You could either be facing me, hand on the foot, ankle neutral, not letting the ankle stickle out. So you're not letting the ankle do this thing called inversion. Now either do that, or you put that foot underneath you and you're ribbed down, or you get on a roller. I'm going to turn so you can see me. Now, a lot of people say, oh, my ankle, it's my ankle that's not letting me, but really what that is it's the joint down of the muscle that's not letting you. So it is quad we're working on. So it's okay to do that side quad stretch if this doesn't work. Rib down. I'm going to add a cue. On any of these quads, if you just tiny rotate your pelvis, you can access different hip flexors. So if I rotate the outside, I'm going to access that TFL more. If what I say doesn't make sense, it's okay. But what I'm just saying is that micro adjustments can access different muscles. See, I'm manipulating this stretch for my benefit. Then you find a tight spot and you breathe and you let that relax. So that's why you might look different than the person in the square next to you on the Zoom screen. Breathe into the belly. You're doing so good. Yep. We're going to take another inhale. On the exhale, let it go. Very good. We're going to do a legs up on the wall stretch, Viparita Carini. So your legs are going to be up on the wall or on a tree. Or if you don't have anything like that, you can use the couch. You can also use your roller. I'll show you one that you do on the roller, and you have to have a little bit of tone because you don't want your legs to just like flop out wildly. But you can also do this on a chair. You can do this anywhere. Okay. I'm going to show you how you don't need a lot of equipment to make this stuff work. But what it does is help your circulation, because usually legs are the other way in gravity. So your hands could be on your belly so that you're encouraged to breathe into the lower diaphragm. And notice how the blood's just feeling in your legs now. If you've ever had long shifts where you're on your feet all day, you know how your feet can feel pulsy. This helps relieve that. This is so good for the vessels anyway. And just imagine you're in a big cloud. You're protected in that big cloud. It's strong enough to hold you. and it's taking you wherever you want to go, to the most beautiful place that you can imagine or that you've been already, and let it settle you down into that most beautiful place. Feel a sense of peace. Notice all the beautiful colors and textures around you in your beautiful place. Let the imagination create a healing space. Notice if there's any animals in that beautiful place. Notice if there's a little wind or sun. If there's an ocean or a meadow, a mountain, or a river. Your imagination is creating a healing space. Take another moment in that place. And as you look around, you can feel the textures, feel the colors, feel the wind and the sun, see a beautiful blue sky. And let it be a place for you to just be you without your identifiers, who you are, without anything to do, nothing to prove, no need for ego, just you, pure acceptance in that beautiful place. Notice how the body releases more tension with that sense of total love and no judgment. Keep that sense of love and no judgment as you begin to awaken your fingers and your toes. And as you come up towards a seated position, facing the front of the room, and your eyes can be soft or closed. You're lifting up without any effort. And we'll let the hands come to the heart. And that's a gesture of calmness, the right and left side of the body. Male, feminine side, masculine, feminine energy. It's hard to be angry with the palms at the heart in this gesture. So just take a moment to take a few breaths to notice how it feels in this sense of calm, in this sense of homeostasis, so that it's easier to entrain with this sense of calm anytime you need it during your day. Anytime you notice one of the 400 emotional inflections that can happen during the day, you're able to bring yourself back to this place. Notice how that feels. May you have peace the rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good job. Glad to see you guys.
Thank you.
I like it how people are coming through. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye. See you tomorrow for yoga. It's going to be great.